The big game in England this weekend surely has to be that at Anfield. Liverpool taking on Arsenal. Just 2 points actually separate them going into the clash. According to the bookies, Liverpool big favourites to take all 3 points. In fact, Arsenal come in as 11-2 outsiders to get the win away at Anfield. A draw 3-1. How are you feeling about this, Stevie?
I'm feeling pretty confident. Yeah.
Standard answer.
They've
got injuries, you know. You check the injury list?
I know they have.
Right, okay.
Even with the injuries they've got, what Liverpool's got going forward, even with the injuries,
Right.
is absolutely going to test this back line. Everybody's saying how great Ben White's been with Gabriel. They've got some games together, and how great Ramsdale's been, which I can't argue with.
Right.
But they haven't really been tested so far. They've beaten teams pretty much recently that they're supposed to beat. This is going to be a test against Liverpool, regardless of Liverpool's injuries. Klopp's talking about how Liverpool recently have been struggling in the final third. This is a team that's got 31 goals in 11 games, got 2 last week away from home, and Klopp's not happy with what they're doing going forward. Liverpool, no question, are favourites. I agree with the bookies, because they'll just basically, for me, outscore Arsenal. Liverpool defensively haven't been particularly brilliant, so Arsenal might score, but Liverpool's going to get 2. So, Liverpool wins.
Arsenal, of course, had a dreadful start to the season, losing their opening 3 matches, couldn't even get a goal, Robbo. What's changed?
They've had a bit of luck in a couple of games. I mean, they were totally outplayed by Crystal Palace. Brighton totally outplayed them. They've had 2 very, very good performances. One against Tottenham, where they played a high-pressing game. They counter-attacked brilliantly. When they did win the ball back, they looked sharp, they looked bright, they looked effective. And they also did that against Aston Villa. And they got off to a very good start against Leicester. But for the rest of the game, Leicester in the second half completely dominated them. They've been more resilient. The 2 young players, Smith Rowe and Saka, have done brilliantly on the counter-attack. They're finding space in behind the opposition's midfield. Aubameyang has started to show a little bit more form. Lacazette, when he's played in the side, has shown more urgency. So they seem to have got a togetherness. They've got a better spirit. But as Stevie said, they're still not as good as Liverpool. Liverpool, if they press the ball high up the field and make Arsenal try and play out from the back and keep winning the ball back, Arsenal are going to be tested here.
There's nobody saying they're as good a team as Liverpool. Nobody's expecting them to be in the title race. But you've got to give them credit. I mean, when they played Man City at the start of the season, or near the start, they were a total shambles.
Yeah.
I mean, they were an embarrassment. Fair play. I mean, by hook and a crook, he's got it round. Injuries coming back, some of the right side was a shambles. I mean, there was an absolute shambles. At least Tomiyasu coming in there is giving them a bit of presence. The centre-halves coming in, and the centre-halves that have gone out, my God, they should never pull an Arsenal shirt on again, some of them. So at least they've got something. 1 goal in 4 games. They've conceded. It's not been against the strongest teams in the Premier League. But still, Liverpool conceded 3 at Brentford, 2 at home to Brighton. They're going to give themselves a chance. I don't think they'll win, but they're going to at least, I think, go there and be somewhat competitive. They've got Thomas Partey back in the team after a layout. That helped them. The boys have mentioned the back 4. They've got Aubameyang back in the side. They've got Smith Rowe scored for England. A wee bit of confidence about them.
Right.
I think bigger picture for Liverpool. Chelsea have lost 4 goals. City have lost 6 goals. We can talk about them scoring goals all we want, but they won't win this league unless they solve the problems at the back. 11 they've let in so far. It's almost 3 times what Chelsea have let in, almost double what City have left in.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.